Hello and welcome to the Ring It On podcast. I'm Jordan from Exo Sounds. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we have another photography, a couple extraordinaire. Please give it up for Marty and Nikki from Love and Thunder. Yay!
We went to cheer ourselves, right?
You know the deal, mate, because you're actually a listener of the show. Are you both listeners of the show?
Yep.
That's so good. See, look, someone's engaging.
Every Monday, though, I'm like looking for it. So
Well, I changed the settings so that it would be like 2 a.m. Monday, more in like the morning. Do you know what I mean? So that because people were waiting on their walks, and it's actually a bizarrely surprising amount of work just to get that happening at the right time and the right file in the right place. Do you know what I mean?
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not waking up at 2 a.m. to listen, sorry.
No, but that's it. That means at least it's in your feed. No matter when you wake up, it's going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
But Love and Thunder, thank you guys so much for coming onto the show. You guys are a couple, but you're also video and photography extraordinaires.
Yeah.
That's the hope anyway, the extraordinary part.
Yeah.
Extraordinaire. Where did it all start? Where does it all come from? You guys are not locals per se?
No, we're not.
That's all?
I mean, she's a Kiwi, but, you know.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
Give it away.
From Brisbane. And we moved here about 2.5 years ago.
Is that only that long ago? That's
Yeah, it's quick.
It's
Feels like
longer than
longer.
that.
Yeah,
Because you've been in the scene for ages, it feels.
Oh, we hit the ground running. So we,
Is that right?
Yeah, we started kind of advertising, marketing ourselves down here before we
Got here.
got here.
Yeah, nice.
So that way, we basically moved in October, and then the second week we were here, we had a wedding. So,
That's how you want to do it.
We didn't
if
mess
you
around.
If you can do that.
Yeah.
You know? I have a friend of mine, as a weird aside, who is a speech pathologist, and apparently it's one of the most in-demand industries in the health sector. Right? So before she came down here to live here from Byron Bay, opened her books, and within 1 week was completely booked for as long as she wanted. There's that many people on the list that essentially an entire waiting list gets allocated to anyone that is a registered speech pathologist. I might need a speech pathologist. But isn't that crazy? Can you imagine if you just came down and were like, I'm available for weddings, quick. And then it was like every Saturday.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it was every Friday, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's just we just don't have normal weekends anymore. So that's just
they don't exist.
long
So
those days.
were you shooting up in Brisbane too?
Yeah, we did. Not for ourselves though. We were just doing like a lot of second shooting and things like that. Learning the ropes of the industry, honing our craft, as it were.
Yep.
But then once we kind of decided to come down here, we were like, well, we know we can do this. We just got to do it and get into it. So we just launched ourselves as our own brand once we got down here.
Yeah, for sure. And any what did you think? That's a really interesting perspective that no one else has been able to have. But what did you think, analysing it from afar? Did you think it was oversaturated and crowded?
I mean, in comparison to the mainland, no.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Although, to be honest, it has gotten a lot bigger in the last 2 years. We've found anyway.
Do you think it's gotten bigger, or you're just discovering it's bigger than you thought?
I don't know. I felt like I did my...
Sure, it feels like there are more new photographers and videographers coming out of the woodwork, but...
Are they all moving here because the cost of living is just so brutal?
Yeah, probably.
Tasmania is so beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to shoot here?
Yeah.
You know?
So if you're a Kiwi, you obviously weren't in Brisbane the whole time.
No. I moved to Australia 15 years ago.
15?
15.
Nice. Was that
15 years
2010-ish?
this year? Yeah. 2011. January 2011. It was the day before the floods in Brisbane.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came from earthquakes to floods.
The Christchurch earthquakes.
Yeah, I think I brought the disasters with me.
You're the thunder then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Turns out, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and then we happened to meet at work.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I got a job at just an admin strata.
And you just wanted to change the scene?
Yeah.
You weren't shooting or doing anything in New Zealand?
No, completely different life in New Zealand. But my sister was in Australia already. Mum and Dad were quite keen to move, so we all moved together.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah, moved to Brisbane.
That's a nice one. Why Brisbane?
Man, it was there.
Yeah,
and we'd holidayed there every time we went on holiday, we ended up in Brisbane.
Really?
So we thought, well, we like Brisbane and we love the weather.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but...
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a bit silly.
yeah.
It's a lot of weather.
Yeah.
Are you from Brisbane?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, born and bred, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Brisbane's a really interesting place in the sense that, it's not... I've been there so many times, too, because I used to tour all the time. But even beyond that, my cousins lived there, my uncle lived there, so I would just find myself in Brisbane a lot. And it's cool, but it's we had this nanny living with us for 3 months, and she was just like, can't wait to get to Brisbane. I was like, who the fuck told you about Brisbane? Like, as in, like, really? Like, I get it if you said, like, Melbourne or Darwin or the Outback or something crazy different, like Melbourne, Sydney, sure, right? Sydney, the sides, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Brisbane, it's good, but, like, that's just... Can't imagine how that's been sold to you so much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I remember seeing some kind of stat that Brisbane was like in the low 10% of the most boring cities in the world.
Is that right?
Like in terms of like
You said that, not me.
I don't care. I'm not there anymore. Like in terms of like architecture as well. Yeah, like it's the ugliest city.
Yeah.
But anyway.
We flew there last year to do something. I mean, I like it. I don't have any issues with it. I guess that's what I'm saying. I have no Brisbane. I'm sorry, Brisbane.
It's just a bit blah.
It's just like, I can't imagine it being up on the list of anybody's like, I've got to get to Brisbane. Because most people, again, even if you go there, you kind of go northish or southish for a bit, and you kind of drive down through Byron and whatever.
Get the coast, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it was interesting. Anyway, she's gone to Sydney. So. So I don't know where she is at the moment, but she's done her time with us is complete. So anyway. So you landed in Brisbane and you met at work then?
Yes, I landed in Brisbane, started working at this company, and 2 years later, Marty rocked up.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we were friends instantly.
Yeah, awesome.
And just, it
Just
grew
kind,
from there.
just kind of clicked from that. Like,
Yeah.
how long's it been now?
It's been 9 years.
We've been together for 9.
We've been together for 9, but we've known each other for, it's 13 almost.
Something like that.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
13 in May.
Yeah, so we're pretty much, working together or alongside each other for 13 years.
Yeah, that's good. And it still works, eh? Because I work with my wife.
So
We got the
perfect.
people, again, I think people are confused and I worry about their relationships.
They don't like spending time with each other.
We do get that question a lot. It's like
I
you
know,
work together and you
I
live
know.
together, and do you not get sick of each other? It's like we chose to be together.
Yeah,
Of course we
we're
don't get
okay.
sick
Yeah,
of
it's
each
actually
other.
quite nice.
We genuinely like each other.
We
Quite
genuinely
nice.
like hanging out together. We have pretty much the same. We like some of the same stuff. Not
Yeah.
all of the same.
No,
but
not
we're-
all the same, but-
No, but no.
That sounded like there's some levels to that.
Don't
eh?
even go there.
Her music taste is not the best.
Sure. Well, I'm sure she might say that about you too, though.
Yeah.
She might, but she would be wrong.
He has converted me
Perfect,
to a few
perfect.
bands.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't convert him to Backstreet Boys, however.
No, you must die at my DJ sets then. When I
To
do
be honest,
that.
it's a different type of feeling when like Backstreet Boys comes on a dance floor,
Yeah.
and you're like, this one because it's going to bring the
Because
crowd
you know
in.
that it's
Yeah.
going to bring the crowd
And
in.
it's like, sweet.
Yeah.
I know.
And all those old favourites. When
Nostalgia,
they come
we call it
on.
nostalgia, like 90s, early
Yeah.
2000s nostalgia at the
Yeah.
moment. It is so popular, but also when it doesn't work, it's kind of soul crushing because you're like, I have seen, Backstreet's Back. Like, I've seen people rip their clothes off to this show, like, just to
Yeah.
lose their minds.
Yep.
If you mix it in right, you're like, and then I'll put it on some other nights and, like, people will be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
I think this is you.
Yeah. You know what? There is probably like one song that I will walk away from the dance floor
Oh, yeah, what do you
because
got?
I detest it so
What do you
much.
got?
I don't want to tell you because you'll just put it on every time when it
No,
You'll
I
see,
really want to
see
know
him
now.
coming and it'll come
Is
on.
it early or is it late?
early. It's actually I don't know when you probably put it in your rotation, but it's Love Shack.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have that in my rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree.
Despicable song.
I don't want to say, we're
He
talking about
has
not
some-
saying the right thing, but I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
He has some strong
I
feelings on that
actually
song.
get like annoyed and like upset with humanity when they can't tolerate like anything but these songs that they instantly like know and love, and they're kind of gross. It's like there's been so many other good songs that make me dance and people move and get in the thing. It's like we don't need to hit Love Shack tonight. We don't need to. YMCA is another one that I absolutely despise,
yep.
but I have now come back around because I see my kids at school dancing to it because it's got this fun thing and it's got that communitas, like everyone's in, right? And I get that. But what I would say to the older people that are waiting for it is that these are 6-year-olds. All right?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But so do the 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
So, there's other songs. I can't stand that. I mean, that's me having a shot to boomers or whatever, but like that, like waiting on the edge until their perfect song comes on and no ability just to enjoy or enjoy what everybody else is enjoying, just waiting to, coming up going like, can you destroy this dance floor with my dumb request from the B-52s? It's like, no, I can't,
Yeah. Yeah.
This is me saying the wrong thing.
No. And yeah, I knew it would happen. It took us 5 minutes.
And exo sounds we would absolutely play whatever you want. Anytime. You guide us, we'll hit. It's like 100% whatever you want, anytime. Not a problem.
But for us, We won't shoot when there's dinner being served and people are eating, or when Love Shack plays.
We're out. See, but Love Shack's normally later.
No,
That's when
Yeah, Love
We're
Shack's
long
like
gone.
at the last desperate attempt to get some people on the dance floor, I assume.
it is. It's a safety. It's called. I have a list for all my guys called the safeties. And they're kind of ones that you don't need to beat, match, or mix in, but they're ones that, depending on who's there, you can pretty much hit it and know that it's. Yes, a lot of people are going to be like you and me going, I hate this. Why have you got this on? This is terrible. Especially if you've been crushing before. But if you haven't been crushing, none of the ideas are working, and you've just done something fun and cool and modern and new, and nothing's going on. I was like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Have your Love Shack.
Yeah.
You'll be right.
Yeah.
But it is later. It's a later, so safety song.
We had one the other week where, was it Together? Oh, yeah, no, it was Together. Brightside. Usually a killer.
Literally.
Completely ghost town on the dance floor.
Unheard of.
So weird.
Where were you? Well, was this bizarre backwater place?
Was it?
Ooh.
Oh, was it?
No.
Brockenden?
Brickington Estate.
Might have been.
I don't think I've ever had Mr. Brightside not work.
No, it was good there. It was good there.
No, it was because they had the live band singing.
I don't know where it was. Anyway, it was,
No, I don't think
it was
I
Ghost Town.
there.
I'm like, what is that?
Well, some people put Brightside in when we have like a do not playlist, which I've got a whole thing about because I love the do not playlist. The do not playlist almost says more than the playlist. But some people lump in Brightside these days with Love Shack and things as like these kind of default pub songs that they don't want at their wedding. And I'm like, Brightside sits outside this.
Yeah.
It just does. It just
the exception to the rule.
Anyway, we're
Sorry.
talking DJ songs rather than talking about what you guys do. So when did you start taking photos and doing all that kind of like? So how does Love and Thunder begin? Like when
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like, unfortunately, we don't have that, like, that story where, like, picking up my dad's camera when I was 6. It just didn't happen that way. I was a muso back in my youth. And I didn't pick up a camera until we came to Tassie on holiday about 10 years ago. Or
Really?
9 years ago.
10 years ago,
Yeah.
Cool.
And we're like, all right, we're going
Cool.
to Tassie. We know it's gorgeous. And I'd love to try and capture some of that. So let's buy a camera and figure out how the technical side works to try and create some memories.
And what camera are you buying? Is it like a Canon?
Oh, it
5D?
was
Olympus,
it was
wasn't it?
Olympus
Yeah,
OMD 10 or something.
And was that kind of like an entry market, high up?
I mean, it was
kind
like
of-
mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as in like the first one you get when you're going to do it properly, but you're not really sure kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm always on,
Yeah.
and you hate me for this, but like I always go research everything and then buy like the semi-best. And then if
Yeah.
I like it, then I just get the best or,
Okay.
I don't know.
And I don't really hate that because I can piggyback off it. Because if I know
yeah.
you searched it, I just go, I'll get one of those two
Yeah,
things.
nice. No, so do you have completely different equipment or is it kind of a
Nah,
shared
it's all
No,
pretty
it's all-
pool of
similar.
equipment?
Yeah, like we have dedicated video cameras.
Yeah. So you're the photographer?
Yeah.
And you do all the video?
At the moment.
And
At the moment, yeah. Yeah.
Have you done photos before?
I have, yeah. So I'm the videographer, second shooter, sometimes
Right.
content creator.
Yeah.
So if they need a photographer and then they want something else, I'm the something else.
Nice. Okay.
At the moment, but
Yeah.
we have been considering switching things up a little
Switching
bit.
roles a little bit.
switching
Yeah.
roles,
Yeah.
just to give it a little bit more. Oh, I guess from a different perspective as well. I take different photos from different perspectives. Like we'll look at the same thing and we won't see the same
Yeah,
thing.
well,
when
I
we
was
look
talking
at
about
it.
this with Lockie, and I find this really interesting because obviously I'm not a photographer, but it's very easy in some creative fields to be like, well, you play like this and you play like this. Like I'm sure you're a different musician
Yeah,
to what I was, right?
100%.
Or what I am.
Yes,
Still trying.
Waiting for that to make.
But like, it's funny because you think that everyone's got a camera and they're just pressing click on the same thing, but clearly there is a world in which like two people are capturing the same thing completely differently.
we just look at things so
But
differently.
can you even explain? Is there even a way of explaining it?
I mean-
or is it just in instinctual kind of thing, or is it someone's trained you?
No training.
No.
No training.
I mean, YouTube school. But,
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
No, like composition or even just positioning of where that individual is going to be in relation to the subject changes things. Or,
Sure.
But I guess that's probably instinct, right? I
think so,
Of
yeah.
like where you are in position to the couple, even. Composition is probably the only thing, and then the settings of the camera. But
Yeah.
look, as long as they're
Yeah.
in focus most of the time, anyway. But
I should check that here.
Oh.
Still working on it.
And you got most of the settings dialed
Yeah.
dialed in. You're good, but
Yeah, but they do come out differently.
completely
Yeah.
different.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So you guys both kind of just picked up the camera and then on a went.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was kind of started landscape, didn't it?
Yeah,
And
down here.
For Marty, it was more of a. I don't know why I'm talking for you, but it
No,
was
you
more,
talk- you
more
always-
of a
she likes
hobby. He
talking.
was in a band, guitarist, and the band kind of, due to COVID and
Kids
and their kids, it just all kind of, ended.
flattened.
And so he said, right, I need another hobby because, playing guitar was his hobby. And he said, I need another hobby. So, the camera was it. And he has not had a camera in his hand
you bought one
ever
here today.
since.
You're the first photographer that's bought a camera here today.
That's a nice prop to look at. Ian.
But what is that? That's not a normal camera.
That is not a normal camera.
Show the camera.
So we're going to
What is that?
So this is a wide lux or a Panon wide lux, made famous by Jeff Bridges, the actor.
Okay.
So he takes basically one of these to every film set that he goes to and shoots rolls of film and then delivers those rolls of film in a book format to basically everyone on set.
Amazing. So it's shooting on film?
Shooting on film, yeah. Yeah, so it shoots a panoramic film.
Yeah,
So it's like a 35, but it's two 35s. Okay. So you get like half a roll essentially out of like a one roll of film.
Okay.
So instead of like 36 exposures, you get about 18, 20 sometimes if you're lucky. But it's super weird. Let's just do one.
Are you taking that?
100% I am. There we are.
Are you taking that on like shoots? Oh, look at that! No, do that. Oh, I can't do that. I guess.
Yeah,
look at that. This is like
It's
winding
like a little
around.
turret inside, and
So it goes like that.
Yeah, so it pans across. Yeah,
crazy.
super unique. He kind of made it famous, and
They've started remaking them again.
yeah. So because obviously the company no longer exists, but he's partnered with some other company called Silvergrain, and they're basically going to bring them out.
That's so cool.
Towards
It's
the end
nice
of the
to
year,
hear
hopefully.
that rather than he's partnered with this company and they're creating an app that can replicate it.
No.
It's like, you know what I mean? Though? Like, everyone's like, we're doing it. Leica's doing it now. You just install this. You're like, well, okay.
No, there's nothing electronic in here. It's all analog.
Yeah.
All mechanical. It's beautiful.
That's so cool.
And it just gives something super unique.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Like, it sounds like you actually really care about like the tech and the cameras, which is always a nice place to start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once you got into the hobby, did you start with like rabbit hole,
deep dive, everything.
EDC was your next thing, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
so like everyday carry type stuff. So like knives, things like that. So I started doing like product photography for knives.
Oh, right. I thought you started carrying knives all the time.
No. So like product photography.
Do you carry knives? Have you met Frey? Have you met Freya Studio, Bash and Brad?
No.
And Kyle that works with them?
No.
He makes his own handcrafted knives. He's always got knives everywhere. And I'm like, we cool? Are we safe?
Yeah.
We safe here?
But, okay, I do have one.
Not on you right. Do you have a knife on you right now?
Yeah, but it's only out of habit that I just like, okay, I have it in my pocket and I just forget about it.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah, cool.
But it comes in handy on wedding days.
Yeah, I've got no doubt.
So much, like when, you've got, like the other week, there was a wedding dress hanging up and they couldn't get like one of the tags off.
And he just whipped out this knife.
One of the tags off?
Like one of the tags off the, the straps.
You know, the sleeve straps. That
You
they
just
have.
had in my mind the idea of someone just ducked into Maya to grab a wedding dress.
No.
Prior to
the Maya tag.
Yeah. Quick, get it. It's got the price on it. Quick.
That's actually what it was like. She was ready to put it on and we're like, oh, there's a tag there.
Yeah.
And they couldn't find scissors. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just, whip this off. But
amazing.
And, it does come in handy because like we'll go to groom prep, for instance. Best man hasn't tried on his belt or something. Puts it on, realizes the belt's too big, so we're there with a knife, like puncturing a hole in it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Many a time.
So
Do you guys go on those days? Because I guess unless you're second shooting, unless you're second shooting. Damn. Damn, I said shooter.
That's the staying.
You go to the same place.
Yes.
You don't split up for that though. And do you ever split your packages up as well? Like, are you on one and you're on another?
We haven't really, but we did just start rolling out video-only packages on our website. Because, like, quite often, for next year, for example, like, we're pretty nearly all booked for 2027.
Yeah.
There's a couple of dates left. But, if we get other inquiries in at this moment, we're like, well, you may as well go do one while I'm doing one.
100%.
So, we're going to start branching out into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you can. Do you get more? So all your packages come, you obviously try and push together for most of the time. And do most people booking that?
I would say now they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taken a while to get to that point. But, now we're definitely like, it's an us thing. They want both of us. And,
Yeah. And is it kind of like a good package deal for that in the sense of like, or is it
I hope
like?
so.
Well, no, obviously. But like, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Is it because the two of you? I know that Laura and I are probably cheaper than we should be, but there's like we just kind of want to be out working. You know what I mean? In the sense that like there's not I'm probably, it's more beneficial for me to be solo if she could also do it solo, right? It's obviously more beneficial to have it there as a duo, but we're not expensive as a duo because we're not individually. It's like, it's more collective.
Yep.
So we're kind of quite well priced.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, like I think we could make more money if we were off doing our own separate thing.
Yeah.
Because combined, we offer it probably at a cheaper rate, I suppose, if that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
We're
Yeah.
already going. There's already the
that's what I'm
car's
saying.
going there,
Exactly what
so
I'm
all
saying.
those
Exactly.
costs are already.
That's
in
exactly
play.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We bounce off each other when we're there, so we help
Yeah.
each other out.
Yeah. No, you do.
with
You guys have a good
equipment
vibe
stuff, so-
on site. That's for sure. I can't remember
Yeah.
when we first met, but
Yeah.
I want to say it was was it Valleyfield? We were sitting outside. for
Nah, we
dinner.
knew you before that.
Valleyfield.
Yeah, Kim and Henry.
Kim and Henry.
That was like Jan last year, though.
Yeah. No,
Did you
maybe
just say
it
a
wasn't.
client's name?
Maybe.
Oh no, I'm joking. No, as in like,
It's okay, 'cause they're
I would have no clue.
They're our friends now.
They're
so.
our mates now, so it's,
This is the difference we always talk about with photographers and stuff. It's like you really get to know these people.
Yeah.
You're with them all day.
Yeah.
Half the time I never even talk to them or see them and stuff like that.
it's a very like personal connection.
Yeah, it is.
Because we're there for 8-10 hours sometimes.
Yes.
And there's so much prep beforehand. There's communication afterwards.
Yes.
And then
what
there's-
is the prep if someone's contacting you? Who's your admin? Who's doing all that? You are.
Yep.
You're- Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And so if someone's getting in contact, like Instagram, email, whatever. Do you have your prices on your?
Yep, it's
Yeah,
fully.
it's all there?
It's all there.
It's all there?
Like, because we were getting so many inquiries, and then we get the inquiry through, and we're out of their budget, which is fine.
Yep.
But we just were getting so many that it was just overwhelming. So it was like, well, let's just put our prices up. Everyone knows it's fully transparent. You know
Yep.
what you're getting into before
Yep.
you even hit that inquiry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And does that have the pricing for like separate? As in,
Yep.
like, yeah, cool. So it's
Everything's up
there.
front.
That's so good. I've talked about this with just about everybody because obviously it's very hard because of all the variables in my packages.
It's completely different for you.
Yes, it is. But I'm always intrigued. I'm like, oh, is that there? Is not, you know? Because you should own it. I'm a big believer. Own your price. You know, like if you think if you're worth it and you're getting the work, then you are. Like,
We also like it's for the couple's benefit as well, right? So like
100%.
you know, like they may love an amazing, incredible photographer, but they don't show their prices.
Yeah.
Hit the inquiry on the hopes that sweet, maybe we can work with them.
Yeah.
And they're way outside their
yeah,
budget.
well, we started for a bit, and that's absolutely true. I think we started for a bit long time ago with the old company. But like it just didn't work because I think I was talking about this with Bob the other day, but it's kind of like misleading for me to say from $790 or something.
Yeah.
When that is the cheapest one thing you might be able to get. But how is that fucking helpful to somebody that's generally going to want the 2.5?
Yeah.
I could say that.
Yeah.
But why would I say that when it's like, it feels almost as disingenuous as just being like, you know, being not transparent, I guess. But like our prices on our packages are very clear as soon as we get the inquiry.
Yeah. And there's so many add-ons for you, right?
Well, there's so many variables, as in every add-on's one way of putting it, but like variables are, is it solo, is it duo, is it DJ and acoustic, is it DJ only, is it thing, are you adding the DJ lighting rig or a Celebrant audio, is it a shorter package, do you want acoustic only with no DJ, like which one are we going for
Yep.
here?
And then
like,
you're not even talking about location.
yeah, all times, location, like as in like we don't really do times, we have gotten a bit more strict on that, but we generally found we didn't want to turn anybody off with the idea of like, it's 7 or 8 hours or 9 hours, right? It's more like they're all falling in the realm of normality. So let's not even worry about time unless it goes in our surcharge basis, like unless it falls outside of the realm of 3 to 11. If it's all of a sudden 1:30 in ooze and you're finishing at 1 in the morning, of course there's fucking surcharges, right? But that's all outlined. But we don't pull people up for 7.5, 8 hours because we're only there for the show. Like you guys are there. You could be there before, for 2-3 hours before.
Yeah.
And you can stay until the complete end. So photographers have to do times.
Yeah.
Whereas we're generally not the deciders, unless it's private property, of how long this day is going to go for. It's normally a venue full of staff, that it can be like, we have to flip it from a cafe to this at this time. You know what I mean? Like, we're just kind of coming in to do that bit. And no one else really is doing that. Except for the caterers and the bar staff, and that's a different thing in its own.
Yeah,
its own right. I'm sure I don't know how catering pricing works.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
For a time perspective, because they would obviously be able to have a price per person per head on what they're getting. But then what if it's like, we're starting at, I'm sure it's all priced out. I should ask Jimmy or Beck from Sabre about that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Next time I talk to them. But photographers, because you can catch a pre and post and stay for full dance floors. Is there any need for a photographer ever to stay for full dance floor?
Nope.
No, all we need is
not a hot
good
take anymore, but
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All we need is a really good dance floor. 10:15.
Yep.
Sign up
and
to
we're done.
Exo Sounds for Love Shack and we're...
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer if that song plays.
Oh, God.
No, but like ideally, we'd actually prefer to just have one package where we're just there in the morning all the way through.
Which we do have.
Yeah.
But it's we're trying to push that one at the moment.
Yeah.
So is that
all
one?
day.
Is that one the full shebang kind
Yeah,
of thing?
basically. Yeah.
And yeah, but I guess it's hard to position it as the full shebang if it's only your full shebang. Do you know what I mean? Is that what you're struggling with?
Kind of like, yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, we'd rather just be there heaps early in the morning, even capturing, like, I don't know, a couple even just having breakfast together, just to have something cool and unique for them
Are
too.
couples normally together in the morning?
No.
Sometimes they
But
are,
sometimes.
sometimes they're not.
Yeah,
Like,
interesting.
yeah, it depends on
Depends on the couple.
on the wedding that
Yeah.
we're shooting. But
And then be there until, like, let's just say half hour after the dance floor starts.
Yeah.
And then we'd finish because then there's no point
Yeah,
for us.
and
But
then you can see. I guess you have enough ability to see there if that is if you get a run sheet through, and it's like ridiculous. You could be like, well, you read the surcharges, blah, 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 right? It falls outside of that. But yeah, I think that's true. Like, I think a lot of photographers would like that too. I mean, you've heard photographers on here.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own opinion.
yeah,
So
which I love.
do you agree? What are your? I've got to ask you all your opinions now. I've got to ask you all your opinions. I mean, you've got so many different ones. You got John Gales who's just like, nah, I don't need it. And you got Mo and G that want everything. And you got Lou and So do you meet with your couples?
We try to, yeah.
Zoom or?
Usually it's Zoom. If they're local, then I don't mind, coffee,
Yep.
whatever.
we've had breakfast a couple
Yeah.
of times with
That's nice.
Just whatever.
At a cafe.
nice.
Where do you guys live? In town?
Lutana.
Lutana.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's doable. Then you're in the
Yeah,
thick of it.
Yeah, Room for a Pony's like our go-to.
Yeah.
It's just easy. And
It's nice.
Heaps of seating, good food, good
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you meet up there. So you've got obviously variations of packages, but most of the time these days you're coming together.
Most of
Like,
the time.
yep.
Yep, I'd say so.
Video thingo.
Yep.
Video thingo.
What'd you
I'm
call it
on
before?
fire today. Shootering or something?
Yeah, that's it. I love it. It's going on the website.
Oh yeah, it's in the height reel. That's cut for sure. Me shootering. Yeah, right. So when does the style? So I'm trying to kind of keep us on track. But the style, I guess. So you're in Brisbane doing secondary shooting, just
Yes.
learning your craft, kind of
Basically.
thing.
Yep. We're fortunate enough to have like some photographers that gave us an opportunity,
Awesome.
which we're super grateful for. Because without that, I think it's pretty hard to get into the market. Without doing style shoots or something like that. But this is because hot take on style shoots, but we'll go there after. But you kind of have to experience a wedding day to really know if you can do it. In my opinion,
100%.
Yeah.
100%. We had a guy the other day get some questionable comments after the fact, and I analysed those comments as best I could, and just really comes down to he's probably only done 3 of these. He's probably not aware of half of these things that he should be aware of. You know what I mean? Like
It's a wedding day is a beast, right?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
huge.
It's a
highly
live
emotional.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
It's a live play essentially,
Yeah.
and we're kind of there to help.
And you
direct
just
it.
never know what's going to happen because for the most part they'll just go along as planned with the timing and the run sheet, and it'll just rock along. And then there are times like we had a couple of weeks ago where it just went belly up, and we had to scramble
Yep.
a couple of
What
times.
happened? What
to-
happened?
I don't know which
You
one.
can say. You don't
I
have
don't
to
know.
say
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Which chaotic one in particular? Which is blah, 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 blah.
Oh right, yes.
Yeah.
Well, like just even I guess probably like a good point is like family photos, right? The formal family photos
Yes.
after the ceremony that always happens.
Yes.
A lot of times we find couples think it's going to take 10, 15 minutes. It's not ever going to take 10, 15, especially when you've got like a 20 photo list.
Okay.
Like-
What's it going to take?
It's like 2 minutes per group. It's like we kind of like our,
But you got to
our-
wrangle the groups together.
Yeah.
So
Do you have a person wrangling?
We try to.
Yeah.
But that
usually
always doesn't happen.
Usually we'll talk to the bride or the groom, and they'll have a sister or someone who can. We've had an MC a couple of times.
MCs are great, yeah.
Sometimes, depending on the celebrant. The celebrant will sometimes hang around,
Yeah.
and they're really great at wrangling guests
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, for sure.
If they want a big group shot, we start with a group shot, and then we start kicking people
Yeah,
out.
we've talked about this at length on here. The group shot's
Yeah.
basically impossible if you don't get that pretty
No,
quickly.
you got to get it immediately.
And even then, like,
Yeah.
auntie's gone to the bathroom. or
Everyone's
something,
gone to the
like,
bathroom.
Yeah.
Someone's at the bar, someone's at the bathroom, it's
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
It's always
It's
just
impossible.
instantly all over.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things. So do you have like a pre-process that's quite detailed? Like are you asking a lot of questions?
Yep. Yeah, we have multiple questionnaires.
Yep.
Basically, like since they book, they basically just get spammed with advice from us.
Yeah. Great.
So
advice.
Yeah, basically
Awesome.
recommendations. We have like a wedding day planner. Like our website has it, but it's like private. So obviously only our couples who book with us get the links, and it gives us like guides for every single moment of the day.
Yeah,
that you can kind
amazing.
of think of how much time to allow, some general tips, recommendations, things like that.
That's so good. And you've written all this and done all this.
Yeah,
Is this
yeah.
all written?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we've started doing this, but with videos.
Yeah, I love that you do
and
that.
we've found them to be very helpful to us in minimizing the questions.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have all this, but you also have cameras. But just that way of just being like, because people these days just want to see something, and if you can kind of get that to 30 seconds on like, hey, don't do this, think about this, and you're going to have a great time. And they're like, hey, that was really helpful. I don't need to ask that 29 questions, I thought. Now it's only 19.
Yeah, basically. Like we try and make it helpful, but not too spammy, if that makes sense.
Not overwhelm
Not
them.
too pushy?
Yeah.
No.
Are you opinionatedly pushy?
Yeah. No, I try not to be.
Yeah.
It's not our day. It's the couple's day. But we're kind of there to try and make it go as smoothly as possible.
We try to guide them in a direction if we
Yes.
can see that what they want they can't achieve unless they do it
Yeah.
how we
Yeah.
know it's going to work.
Yeah.
I was talking to a venue manager about this the other day, and he was just like, he says, all we can do is suggest.
Yeah.
And I go, can you suggest harder? It's just going to shit. I was like, I think we need to suggest a bit harder next time, because this is not working at all, Let's work on the suggestion situation. But he's absolutely right. All we can do is say, you're about to do this probably for the first time.
Yep.
And we've done this, 800, 1,000 times. So we have some thoughts. Might be worth listening to.
Yeah.
Maybe. But you're doing it in writing and sending it to them along the way. Great.
Yeah.
Because people do need to be coached through this day.
Definitely.
They don't know what they're doing.
Yep.
And you do.
Kind
And
of.
we do. Yeah. But we do.
Yeah, we do. And I think most of our couples listen to us, which is good. They come to us for a reason and they book with us for a reason. So,
Yeah.
It shows through on the wedding day. Sometimes they'll say, "Oh yeah, we saw that on."
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they go, "Oh yeah, we remember that from your
Yeah,
from
yeah.
your
Yeah.
information
I
you
look
gave
forward
us."
to everybody being like, sorry about the Love Shack situation. I saw on your podcast that it makes you want to end. Makes you want to think of the end times.
I think my couples are going to ridicule me for this now. Fucking Love Shack.
They're going to have intro after intro song of Love Shack.
This one's
it's
just
a
for the
fun
videographers.
song. It's just a weird song.
No, it's not. It's not a fun song.
Okay, yeah. Again, I think you're right.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
so
you're right.
passionate.
He's passionately, and when it comes on, I do play up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a few of those in the back pocket, but that's I won't talk about them now because I get in trouble. So they're following. So they're kind of well guided on the day, so you kind of know what you're getting in for.
Yeah.
Are you pro group shot?
I could leave it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it kills the mood.
Yep.
Yeah.
And are you pro family shots?
Family shots are a necessity.
They are.
They are.
Yeah, they're like one of those.
Well said.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's very diplomatic, isn't it?
that is really good.
Yeah.
We can see the value in them because
Yeah, it's not for you. That's
No.
literally not for you.
Yep.
Yeah, but because
She can say that because she's the videographer.
And I walk away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't. I occasionally, if it's a really like, if I can get that vibe from the family that it's going to be really funny in the outtakes, I'll sometimes shoot while Marty's taking the photos of the groups, but I let it running after they've stopped taking the photo because the funniest reactions happen after they've like relaxed
for
sure. from it.
but it is you. I've had some
But
video.
usually I'll walk away.
Yeah, I've had some videographers on here. It is like your one chance to have a bit of a break,
Well, no, I
or
don't
set up for other stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I break down all our gear because we have we have the B and C cam going during the ceremony. We have mics on the groom. We have a mic on the on the celebrant's mic.
Yeah.
So
Plugged
I
in
run
to your
around
systems.
and
So you guys are big on
break
the audio
everything down.
too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to capture all that.
Gotta be. Like
Yeah.
audio is the story.
Yeah.
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 If you, I mean, we started off without, when we started doing wedding videography, we started without any audio. We just, overlay music essentially. But you need the dialogue to tell the story.
We quickly learnt that it was a flat
Yeah.
video. You weren't really telling the story. It was just images with some sound behind it.
But when you
essentially.
add, mum doing a speech or a cry through the ceremony, it just adds that huge moment inside that is so much more personal.
Yeah. Are you delivering the full ceremonies? So I had Rory on here the other week, and he that's his package.
We don't.
No, we haven't been asked for it, but because we shoot it, we could.
You could.
Yeah.
And
So you're doing more of a highlights video.
we do. Yeah, definitely do a highlight video.
Yeah, it's like a 6 to 8 highlight, narrative highlight is what we call it.
It depends on the length of the
day.
how long we're there for. But
And do you think all the like a lot of the videographers and stuff? I think that like the starting stuff kind of is the intro to the story.
yeah,
like
it really is. Like
yeah.
if you don't have that prep, you're just thrown into the ceremony, and you've got to work. I mean, you can work it another way.
Yeah,
you just
gotta
work
warm up
with
a little bit,
portrait
don't you?
shots and
You gotta
things,
do
but
something.
it makes the couple more comfortable with us if we're there when they're in the pajamas. They quickly learn to adapt to us with the cameras in their
Being there.
faces as well, and just being there. And we offer them just emotional support. Like we're there.
The
just
nervous grooms and things like that.
the nervous grooms. You're all good. We have a joke with them. We make them have a drink and we chat to them and then the brides, sometimes we'll even just to tell them that don't worry, you look beautiful and he's gonna love it.
And also Kiwis are really disarming. This thing of power, I think, to be like, oh, we're okay, everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Right? It's like English or an Irish person just being there. You're like, okay, I think we're fine.
We're good.
Yeah. It seems scary, but I think we're fine.
You'll be fine. It's all right.
Don't worry about that tide going out. This tide beach. There's nothing going on there.
We'll fix that. It's all good.
Interesting because I guess there are a variation of the package could be is your shortest package just getting there with no pre-amble.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can kind of get a day for 4 hours.
Generally, if they're going to book a 4 hour, that's what they want. They don't really want prep.
The prep is like the first thing to go, essentially.
Yeah.
It'll be ceremony, portraits, and a tiny bit of reception if possible.
How many photos are you taking every day? I'm always intrigued about this. Do you have your number?
On a full day?
Yeah.
Like 4.5.
That's a lot.
It's so much. It's
a lot of
so
photos.
stupid.
Yeah.
But I try, every time I just go, all right, I'm going to be a little bit more composed today and not take as many. I wind up doing.
He tells me that all the time.
Oh my god! I saw your thing on the Instagram the other day. Your like charging station. I was.
Oh, this thing is-
I was erect. I was like, this is so hot. I just don't know what to do. Like, it's so good when it's. I mean, look at mine's just in there.
I could not deal.
But there's 15 of these, and there's more in the shed out there, and we've got 3 kits. But like, that's not a station. That's just a bookshelf.
Yeah.
That's not good. You made a thing.
This thing's beautiful.
It's amazing.
I didn't make it's not my idea.
No, but
yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah.
Shakespeare didn't invent words. Yes, he did lots of words, but no. But
he stole the idea and he made it bigger.
Yeah, basically.
So you get home and you charge it all up.
Basically, batteries out straight in that night because if we've got a double, then we know it's like everything's on charge, everything's in its space where it needs to be, everything just has got its own position. So it's like if something's not there, then it's missing. So then we have to find it in a bag or whatever.
Because I walk in everything sits there, being charged, all those cables lying down. This one, my wireless thing. All 4 bows go bang in, the lights go bang in. I'm just like, cool, I'm good for tomorrow. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will not go to bed until I've pulled that at minimum out of the car. I don't pull everything out of the car. There's no point, but that at minimum, and just go bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Because then I know. Because my god, the stress, right? Because that's. So you got a techie job.
Yeah.
You got the techie job.
And you
sound like a techie guy though.
So,
are you not techie? No, you're just having a good time.
It repels me.
So you weren't
as
excited about the charging whatever you wall.
Yeah,
charging wall.
It's a wall. Yeah.
So how does it? Have you got like power boards at the back and everything's plugged in?
I've got one power board.
Yeah.
And then I've got like multiple. I don't know what you need to call them.
Charging banks.
They're like they're bricks, and they've got like 5 USB-C inputs.
Yeah.
But they're high voltage or whatever, so they're fast charge.
Awesome.
And then that's plugged into the board, and then so I've got 3 of those stacked.
Oh, so good.
Because everything runs off USB-C these days.
Yeah, thank you.
And everything's just linked in. I've got like the Sony, like we shoot Sony, so there's a battery charger that has spots for 3 batteries in it. So we've got like 3 of those, plus we've got another 2 4s, basically like 12 batteries. Like that's just the cameras.
Yeah.
And then there's like the V-mount batteries for the video cameras. There's mics.
What do you mean? What's the difference between the video and the different camera?
It's a big power. It's like just one big brick battery, and it slots into the back of my
setup
that I've got.
Yeah.
It charges everything. So I basically just bang that in, and everything's connected to it. And when I turn the on button, it lights up everything.
Monitor, camera. Yep.
So who decides on the kit? Like, are you looking after all kit?
Yeah.
And like you just like are happy to take as long as because you seem like you're a bit more of a storyteller. Like you're a bit more enjoying the vibe, making people comfortable capturing it. You know.
Yeah. I don't.
A super
understand
important
the
part.
technology.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because you have a big monitor on yours. I'm trying to think of what I remember.
Yeah.
Helpful?
It's more for my eyesight than anything. Sometimes it's extremely helpful. He's just done an update on it, so it's even more helpful now. It looks better.
Yeah.
But,
cool.
But yeah,
I've seen crazy things like a guy called Dave who shoots. He uses his phone.
Really?
Like his iPhone is his.
Oh, the monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Sonys are great for that.
Like he's doing something out into his stuff. I was like, this is unreal.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't use it much, but it's just an extra thing if he needs to get more of a perspective or something. He's kind of going through. But it's very interesting how techy it can all get. But
it's
I
always
think
evolving.
Exactly, it is always evolving. I'm the side by the dumbest shit just because I'm excited, just because I want to improve. I want to get better.
Yeah.
I do find in my world half the improvements are actually detrimental. They're not actually improvements. They're like unnecessary wireless connections that lead to the guys and I just go back to getting a nice guitar lead and plugging it straight in. Do you know what I mean? It can really, but I think in cameras it's always improved. But what I always say is people that this is not to sound but someone that cares about tech to the point of having their charging situation sorted means they care on the day.
So much.
It just sets the tone of like, this is important.
Yep.
Yeah, we
and
have
this
backups
matters.
of backups.
Like redundancy is like this is the biggest day of most people's lives.
Yes.
One of anyway. And there is no room for error. We get one shot at it. We have one shot at capturing it.
Yeah.
And
We're there to do a job. We're not going to miss
nothing
it.
can go wrong.
Yeah.
So like our data backups are insane too.
Yeah. What have you got? no, we don't need to go through it. You got a server or something?
So we're like every camera is double recording, so to 2 SD cards. Those SD cards live in like a very tight, secure place in my pocket until we get home. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm backing up on the way home. So if we're in a wedding up north, I'm like backing up as we're driving.
Yeah.
Onto my computer or my laptop, and then that's on an SSD. That SSD, as soon as we get home, goes into a NAS drive, and then that's dual backup, and then the SSD itself is also backed up in the cloud. So there's like 5 copies of everything immediately after the day.
That's amazing. How do you find the cloud stuff these days in the sense that like it's taken a bit of a long time for that to be feasible, right? In a sense because it's so slow, right?
Well, yeah, but so we use a company called Backblaze, and all that is doing is basically doing a copy of that one hard drive. So it will basically do that every night and then back that up. So that way, if that hard drive shits itself, I can get it straight away, and it's easy. That's just from the cloud. That's basically if the house burnt down.
Sure.
I've got an instant backup of galleries that I haven't delivered.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your turnaround time? Always a good question.
6 to 8 weeks.
That's pretty good.
For videos, 4 to 6 for photos only. So we try and keep...
Do you always hold and do it together?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You do the sneak peek.
Yeah, we do a sneak peek, of course.
Yeah.
Of photo.
Yeah.
But not a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't really.
I mean,
the content creators gig, right?
Yeah.
And you just started doing a bit of that?
Oh, we have done it. We have offered it.
It's funny because you were saying before, like, you wander off in that the family photos. And it's the ones I have seen a lot of, like, it seems to be a good time for the content creation thing. In the sense that that's never going to really be in your feature video. But it's also when some funny stuff happens, right?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I'll float around and capture some stuff.
It's a good example of
after
like
I've
when
broken
that's
everything down.
the kind of I think trying to separate the point of both of those things.
Yeah.
So different.
So different. Which we had Sophia on here.
Yeah, that was great.
But like she really kind of gets what that is there for.
Yeah.
And I think to outsiders sometimes it's like, well, you're just both capturing videos, right? But yeah, completely different.
Yeah.
And capturing completely different moments. Like if you think about that content creator as like your mate who would just be hanging around getting bits versus a movie of your day. Like it's like
it's a good way of thinking about it.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, and that's because I obviously make my mega mashes after each event. But that's kind of what your mate would shoot.
Yeah.
That's what, and I have so many people. I had the client from Saturday, had a banger on Saturday, and checked if I was allowed to do socials, and she's all clear. And again, after my altercation the other week with somebody who was upset about it. Did you hear about that?
I heard about that.
Fucking idiot. Was hesitant to upload as quickly, so I waited a bit longer. Then it just like, no, I'm allowed to. I did it. And the bride was like, this is amazing. Please send it to me instantly. I was like, yes, that's what everybody has been so far.
Yeah.
But that's not, she had a videographer there. That's not what the video is gonna take. Actually, she didn't have video there. Yeah. Do you think video is an optional add-on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, is it like... Because I think it's just as important almost.
It's super important. Like for us.
Do you know what I mean? Sorry, that question wasn't meant to be like out of left field, but I mean like I think people downplay the video. I think it gets left on the books. I think not on the book. I think it gets not added in. They go like, oh, if we have budget, we might.
It's if the budget allows for basically. Yeah. But so
but it's modern times.
From our experience, like we got married a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And we were on the same fence. We're like, can we afford doing video for our wedding day?
Yeah.
And we're like, no, we're happy with photos. We nearly canned it. And then
when are we even going to watch it again?
Yeah.
Well.
And it was like, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at the last minute, we were like, okay, cool. Let's just have it.
Yeah.
We had a photographer who offered it, and she did a great job.
Yeah.
And
she did both roles.
No, she brought someone in
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I've had one person do that. I don't know how they could do that.
Hybrid stuff.
Yeah.
blows
We
my
do
mind.
know someone who hybrids.
Yeah.
Who's your hybrid person?
Oh, back in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy good. I don't know how she does it. But anyway.
And why is that? Can I ask why is that? In the sense, is it just different angles, different things with different tech? Like why is? I guess let's eliminate the audio aspect from it. Is it if you didn't have to capture audio? And think about that. Why is video so different to photography? Go.
It captures it differently.
I'm just going to move. I'm going to do
So,
I'm just going to. I always like to double check that this is still,
There's no pizza dough you need to grab? No?
But no, sometimes it goes black, and I know it goes black.
Oh, right.
But we have a dodgy electrical. rig,
Okay.
And it's that, and every now and then I just freak out. But it's always fun. It's always fun. It's never happened. Anyway, sorry.
So we'll go back.
Yes,
so
please.
when we got married, we were like, okay, whether or not we'll get it. It turns out we watch the wedding film more than we look at our photos.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is crazy as a photographer to even say that aloud.
So as a gift, one of my mates runs a very successful YouTube show, and he came to our wedding, and he's like one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, and he goes, as a present, I'll just give 5 GoPros to people, and I'll just cut you something together, and we watch it every year, and our kids all love it. It's like the best, and it's not even quality. It's just like it's a bunch of people with GoPros just capturing little bits, and he just slapped it all together, and it's 2 minutes long, and it's awesome, and it really, really gets the vibe of us and the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think that's key. So like the photo will freeze the moment, and you get it's like a little taste of that emotion that was experienced on the day in that moment, but the video will just get it in a different way, and like it'll hit you differently.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I kind of shoot it from a slightly different, so I'll be shooting at the same time as he's taking photos during portrait session, but I'll shoot it just at a slightly different angle to get a different feel, so that it's not just looking at the same thing as you just saw a photo of.
Yeah. What's the most important thing to capture in a ceremony? Is it to get like a straight down the thing bit? Is it
different moments have their different
you should be in politics, actually. It's so good.
Like
everything's important.
Everything's important. There are different moments that just are a must capture. The bride walking up the aisle with her dad, but the hug at the end with the dad and the groom, that's a big one. The groom's reaction if they haven't had a first look, the groom's reaction, or even after a first look, they can
Where do you stand on the
tear
first
up.
look? Where do you stand on the first look?
I like them.
You like them?
But there's a caveat. Don't put your portraits in.
Okay.
Don't do your portraits straight after your first look.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's too bright. A lot of the time they haven't put thought into where they're getting ready, but they haven't kind of considered their environment they're in to get ready, and it can be cluttered or messy, or 50 people there getting ready with them.
Yeah, ideal. They're stressed. They're still anxious about the ceremony.
Yeah.
It's limiting to what we can do too. So obviously if they're doing a first look before the ceremony and they want their portraits, we're not going to go walking around in the dirt or the grass because the dress is going to get filthy.
Sure.
So we're like,
your makeup will get smudged. And
So there's no kissing kind of thing.
I have never even thought about this. So do you ever care after that about the dress and the condition?
No.
Marty goes, let's go in here, and I'm running behind, picking up her dress for her.
Because you see some chaos. I've had a girl cut her dress off halfway through. They cut the dress.
Oh yeah, with scissors.
Yeah, I can't remember what that was. Someone I was with was filming it. It was great. It was amazing. What a moment, right?
Yeah.
But she was she was filthy. It was covered in filth, and they were like, "We need to fix it." So cut off the dress.
I care about it more than the brides do at the end of the day, because they turn around and go, it doesn't matter.
They're so over at that point.
Is it going to be in the photos?
Yeah.
No.
This thing that they spent months and months thinking about and organising.
Spent thousands of dollars on it.
I know, and then they just get to this whatever, I just want to go party.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But just limit your portraits after the first look, I think, is the key. Like, and be aware of how restricting it can be or what we can do in that moment.
Yep.
Because you're obviously still, like I said, you're still thinking about the ceremony. So you're still like, mind is elsewhere. You're not focused on having that like intimate moment together.
Yep.
So you're gonna that comes out in your facial expressions, things like that. So.
In all
But
those
it does
subtle
help
ones.
for the ceremony. It helps with their nerves.
Yeah.
But it doesn't suit every couple either.
No.
We like it. We
did
it.
one ourselves. Yeah.
So we know from that experience what it did for us, because it meant then that the ceremony was a little less daunting. I mean, we only had 30 people at the wedding, but it meant it was a little less daunting walking up the aisle with everyone looking at you, because Marty had already seen me. So that element wasn't in my head at the time. I was just, concentrating on not tripping over.
Yeah.
But
I'd gotten all my tears out by that
he
point.
cried all his
Yeah,
crying,
so I'm good.
and no, you hadn't, because I saw you.
Yeah.
But
I cried. She didn't.
Yeah, okay.
you'd like
that's
to
okay.
put that in there.
That's okay.
Yeah, we don't mind either way.
We don't mind either way.
There's no must.
And do you have any other opinions, like hard opinions on anything in particular, Marty? I feel like you might. What do you got? What do you got?
No,
is
I'm not
anything-
going to say it just because.
Yeah. Well, you can
No,
advise and
don't do
guide.
it.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it.
Don't do
Because I
it.
mentioned it last night, and I'm like, I don't want to say it, but I want to say it.
Yeah. No, you don't need to say it. It's fine.
Okay, photographers will all say this: never work with children and animals.
Oh, yeah. It's a toughie. Yeah, it is a toughie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think kids could be not at weddings.
Yeah. That's a really good way of putting it.
No, look, I get family's important.
Yeah.
And people want to have kids at the wedding. That's fine.
yeah.
But have someone look after the kid
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you don't want your portraits and your kids like bothering you. You're going to be stressed. You're going to go tell someone else to go look after them.
Yeah.
You're
And I think
distracted.
that's actually really good advice as well, because it's like if you really didn't want to, because I do think a lot of people just kind of want to nail their portraits and get it done.
Yeah.
And that's not to bring it down, but there's
No,
clearly
it's
an
just to
art
get it
form
done.
in just like, hey,
Yeah.
I know this is important and I've paid a lot of money for you guys to be here, but let's just get this done,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you must experience that pretty much
Oh
every
yeah,
time.
by that
100%.
time of the day, they are
Let's
really
get it done.
completely over it.
And
They
even,
just
sorry, I
wanna
should
go
say, even with
party.
the first look, you're going to take him out again later. Anyway,
Yes,
right?
100%.
Always, right? How
Yeah.
long is your portrait shoots normally if you haven't done a first look?
30, 30?
Yeah, 20, 30, that's good enough to get some good stuff.
Yeah.
Couple of locations.
Yeah.
Couple of kisses, couple of things, a bit of bridal party.
That's it. Yep.
bugger off, guys.
If we add bradle party, we kind of say another 20.
Okay.
But yeah.
Do most people have the bridal party in that first bit of the shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do.
Oh,
we
are you
start-
meaning the first look or
No,
after?
let's pretend the first look's
in
done.
the portrait
Yeah,
session?
yeah.
Yeah.
We shouldn't say bridal. We should say wedding party too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the technical terms.
No, it's all good. So yeah, we start with everyone, wedding party included, and then we send them off after we've got what we needed. So that way the couple can just be alone and
Yeah.
decompress.
And you're just saying, I don't want a kid necessarily running around and bothering this
If they
mate.
want their kids in with the portrait session, we assign a time for
Yeah.
them to do that while the bridal party is there,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
wedding party is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So then the wedding party can take the kids. with
Totally,
them.
totally. And I think that is good
Just
advice.
give them
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yes,
because
exactly.
They
I think
need
that is
some
good advice.
decompression time as well.
Yes, absolutely. And I think if they do want to get it done,
Yeah.
then they need to think about that's not going to expedite anything, because I have two kids and there's no expediting a single thing.
No, there's
like
not.
getting out of the house, getting anywhere.
No.
Yeah. So you're asking for it, but it is funny when you think about that. Like they want this photo shoot to be the best thing ever. But they also just fucking want it done.
It's such a weird thing.
I've never thought about that really, but it's like,
Yeah.
can we just get
They
this?
put so much value on it before the
Yeah.
day, and then on the day they're just like,
Terrible.
Yeah,
Enjoy
yeah,
the party with them.
Yeah.
"Just want to party with that family."
Which is why it's so important for you guys to have a good vibe and make sure you like. There is such an art form to getting the job done, being able to suggest and push and guide, and also like put your foot down and be like, no, we haven't got it. We need 5 more minutes. But you can do that with a good vibe, or you can do that with a way that's going to fucking ruin everything. Right?
Yeah, there's good. Yeah, right and wrong way.
You got to tread that line all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's tricky. People think it's just like put the camera is great, but it's like so. There's so much like emotional intelligence and nuance to getting that done with people that essentially don't want to do it that much, and all the variables
Yeah.
of weather and thingo and time.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on weather? Push through the ceremony always? You shut up for time. I actually want to hear your answer to this. I don't want to.
We had
Do you-
stood in the torrential rain with umbrellas
Yeah.
covering the equipment to get the portrait shots that we
Yeah.
to get.
Because you got to do it, right?
Yeah, gotta do it.
Portraits you got to do.
If the bride and groom don't care, then we shouldn't either, as long as our camera equipment.
As long as you can. So I always say that about the giant piece of wood that I have to hold. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's all good. Everything else I don't care,
Yeah.
but I cannot get this thing back. You know what I mean? It's the one thing. Where do you stand on? I'm not all these questions will come up with today. I think.
Good.
Is wind worse than rain?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Wind sucks.
Why doesn't any bride or groom know that?
No, actually, I don't put it in my questionnaire.
Yeah.
I think it's not
Yeah.
popular.
What would the question be?
I don't know, no question, but I guess just.
But
say
like,
no.
yeah, what do we do if it's torrentially like windy? Because everyone just keeps doing it.
Nothing you can do, but
Well,
like,
it's a hellscape though.
you
Isn't
kind
it?
of just have to lean into it by that point.
Yeah.
And you just have to accept. All right, well, like.
Turn the bride this way.
It depends on the bride's hair, right? So if it's just pulled back and tight in a bun or something or whatever, then there's no problems. Then it's just the dress that's flowing. It looks kind of epic.
Yeah,
But if their hair is down, then we need to face them in the direction where the wind is not pushing the hair in their face.
for sure.
And we just have to shoot with those conditions.
And they might have a side. Do you find that lots of people have a side?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We always ask them.
We always put ask it.
Really?
Yeah.
In advance?
No, like on just
No,
before we get
but that's
started.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my question. No.
No, but I was going to imagine being like, which side is your
No.
side?
As soon as we
Yeah.
meet the bride, basically,
Do you have a
we've
side?
asked if
Because
you have a side.
I mean, this might be, but it seems like women have that's something that you guys must talk about.
Yeah.
In like the locker room or whatever. Do you know? But do you know what I mean?
Don't.
No, you don't.
We really don't
But
unless someone asks.
I've never
Yeah.
asked a male friend of mine if we have a side. I don't know if I have a side.
We jokingly ask the groom sometimes if they have a side.
Does anyone say yes?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Really?
Sometimes
Like they might part their hair a certain way, so they want this part of their face.
Well, I do that, but I've never thought about it.
Yeah. But so like.
Now I don't know. Now I'm looking at myself in
And
my
then
camera. I don't know.
here's the other thing. If you don't know, then where do you put your hand when you're taking a selfie? Is it like
I've never done that either. I don't know where I would. Well, right-handed, so I'm instantly going that way.
okay? So that way you.
Is this my best? Is that my best side?
Yeah.
What angle? Yeah.
Well, I've just learned something.
If couples like if a bride doesn't know what her favorite side is.
But I think that's just my natural hand. I would never just put it in this hand because I thought it was going to be better.
Okay.
Well, even
I don't
holding
know.
the
I've
one
never
hand
thought
but
about
holding in a different spot.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm right-handed, but I would take a selfie with my left.
Is that
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Is that because of the way you pay your hair or something? Because that way?
She likes that angle.
Okay, well, there you go.
Because I have a side.
Well, we've just worked it out. We've just figured it out. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is fun. I'm good. So bring it at home because we've been talking for a good long hour. We've talked about vibe. We've talked about thingos. You like to stay. You like your full packages. You most of the time you come together. You occasionally do separate things. How many a year? You doing lots a year?
Not as many as we'd like, but we're probably like 35, 40.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a lot.
We'd like to be hitting 50.
Yeah.
Probably, but
And I mean, you've got all the stuff at the end that you've got to do, and
I
the
know,
thing
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
and
which
it's just- and the-
it gets forgotten about as well, but it's weeks and weeks.
well, it's the power that the photographers have over anybody else in the sense of like you can hold, surcharges and things. Anything that goes on that ruins something, you have the ability to go like, well, I've got these photos that you might like to
Hold them
see.
ransom.
Because yeah, exactly, 100%. Because we get asked all the time, things get smashed or broken.
Yeah.
They pick up a mic, they do a mic drop and smash it to bits. They ask the DJ to stay another hour. Any number of things, and I'm like, well, I've got very little power here. If you didn't say on the day, like it's all in writing, but it's very hard to actually. I don't think anyone's ever paid a late surcharge after the fact. But that doesn't matter. It's just one of those things.
I mean, occasionally we'll get asked to kick around for another hour. If things are running behind, and that's fine.
Yeah. Do you have your like half hour grace kind of thing, and then there's
It's like I'd say like
We
20
never
minutes.
There's a
leave on
point.
time.
There's a
We're
point.
always early. Always early, unless something really bad happens
Yeah.
on the way, but we're always early.
Yeah.
And we're never leaving right on, say if we're
No.
scheduled to leave at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're not clock
We're not
watching.
leaving at 9 o'clock. In
No,
fact,
no.
half the time he's dragging me off the dance floor.
There you
Because
go.
I'm trying to get more,
Yeah, get more.
more video.
Well, it's your time to shine, really. Like it's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
It's
that's
actually,
it. It's
energy.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's so much fun, and I just think, oh no, I'll wait for the next song. What's the next song? What's the next song? What's the next song? So,
And then love check, we're out.
and then he has to
You just
drag
reversing the
around.
car up. How many cameras are you taking with you on day? 5?
So,
6?
yeah.
So
it's
much.
5
Oh yeah, what are you counting your films?
plus 5
Yeah,
three
yeah,
for
yeah.
camera.
He always has a film camera.
And you do heaps of lights on the D floor. We always have this
We have
argument.
we have two lights, but I have a mobile light that I attach to the
Yeah.
video camera now.
Yeah.
Marty has his flash.
That's a good one. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like the speeches because they're super important.
100%.
But then, overhead lights kill the vibe of the dance for a little bit. So
Yeah.
we try and go a little bit more mobile then.
Yeah.
We've always switching it up. We're always trying something new. We're always trying to improve what we do. So one wedding we do it one way, the next wedding we may not even do it that way anymore.
Yeah,
we
just
may have
to
changed
see,
our minds
absolutely.
and gone a completely different direction. The amount of times he's bought and sold equipment because we've tried it and gone, nah,
Then like,
Yeah, man.
chucked it.
And the amount of DJ decks I've gone through, just like,
Yeah.
see if these ones, I want to do that. And it's like,
Yeah.
that doesn't work at all. I
Yeah.
mean, that seems weird because I'm not really a DJ, but, you know, you want it to look cooler or be more tactile or something like that, and you're like, oh, that sucked because I didn't have these 3 buttons. That's really all I need. Because someone goes, hey, they're coming in. You go, well, shit, well, bang, right? I need that button.
yeah.
So having a
That one.
having a scratchable turntable doesn't doesn't help me right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But they look cool.
Absolutely.
They
Yeah.
look cooler.
Yeah.
Do you guys do you have a style? If anyone was to ask.
Oh,
We have a style.
I
No?
don't- no. I
We
don't
try
know.
to bring a vibe, but the style of our
I know, it's relaxed,
Natural.
it's
Yeah.
natural. I hate using the word candid, but it
Yeah.
is. You know,
We
we do
try
try
to-
and keep out of the way, and it's light direction, but it's storytelling. I say no. We clearly don't have a word.
You're pretty user friendly in the sense of like you're gonna exactly. And there are photographers that are in everybody's way, but you guys aren't that. Like they just
we try to be. I've always felt like an imposter. Like I always feel like I'm
Why'd you
not
point at
supposed
me?
to be. No, an imposter. And like I'm not supposed to be there. I always feel like I'm a wedding crasher. We
shouldn't.
have the best job in that sense where we get to go to everybody's special day
Yeah, it's super cool. Eh?
and see them getting married and we've formed some friendships from it.
Yeah.
We bought the house.
Yeah, it's super cool. I think
but-
about that all the time. Every time I get into the hole, I'm just like, you know, like I'm just like, actually, it's cool. It's pretty cool. Other people have real shit jobs.
I mean, it could be worse. And
Yeah,
it's a lot of
yeah.
fun, a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
a lot of stress.
Yes.
At the moment, you know, like on that moment, it's really stressful. Did I push record? you know,
Oh my
where
God.
was the sun? You know,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Someone walked past, and I've just lost that shot.
Yeah.
But it is really rewarding.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Tassie, so good, huh? For weddings.
Perfect.
Because it, like,
awesome.
beyond the weather, which you guys love, which you had when were we talking about that? We were talking about that at Glen Albans. Like, we're sitting down there and I was like, oh, you must miss the heat. And you go, fuck, God, no.
No,
God, it's a nightmare.
We love the weather.
Yeah.
Except for the rainy season makes it a little bit hard
Yeah.
for weddings.
There's just so many beautiful places to shoot here. Like, you
Yeah.
guys have it real good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. Like, and we probably wouldn't have even seen half the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been everywhere? Have you been around, like, everywhere? North, south?
Yeah, we shoot everywhere.
Yeah, we shoot everywhere. We did the tour, you know, all those years ago, when we sort of went right around the
Through
island.
the middle, around the-
Yeah. But there's so much we haven't seen, and we've
Yeah.
lived here for 2.5 years, and there are places we still haven't seen.
Yeah.
And so many venues that we haven't worked out yet.
Yeah,
We can't wait to get
we're,
there.
we're
and-
super excited. To
Yeah,
see
right,
some
yeah,
new-
of course.
some new venues
Yeah.
and
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
which is why we'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that when I got back after, Sydney. The first 3 years, 20, 21 and 22, I was everywhere.
Yeah.
I was in like Northwest Cape and then the next morning in Port Arthur. And I was like, what am I doing? But I did it. And it's so good because you have the knowledge of what you're going to get in for next time, of course, which
Yeah.
is so good, right? So you
Yeah.
can say to somebody, I've been there, I know that, I know where we'll go, I know blah, blah, blah. But also, it's just really cool to see all these awesome places.
Yeah,
And
most
basically have.
definitely.
Anyway, you guys are great. That's fun that we're together. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for coming and talking about what you do.
That's awesome.
Thanks for listening to the show as well. I think that's cool. And, all the best for the many seasons and good vibes to come.
Thanks,
Thank
mate.
you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yay! The clapping at the end.